Hello, everyone. This is your girl, Erica Wilson, the host of It Had to Happen show. You knew that you had to turn to God because He's the only one that could get you out. Such a blessing to be able to sit with you, son. You know, like in the isolation, sometimes we feel lonely or not being able to fit in, or this person is not going to bother with me or whatever. But that is the time when God says, "Be still." Right. And know that I am God. There you go. Thank you, Jesus.
I'm a single mom with 2 kids, struggling, rape victim, homeless, robbed at gunpoint. All those things had to happen to me to birth me for my purpose today. And that's why I'm standing here today giving back. Good day, everyone. You are here live with your girl, Erica Wilson, at It Had to Happen. Guys, I'm on my 13th episode. And today we have with us my son, Alan Hurns, who's going to talk about becoming a new father, as well as some of our SOAR influencers. We have Jailynn Youmas, we have Deandre Spencer, and we have Derrick Paul Jr. Thank you guys for joining me today. How are you guys?
Hello. Great. Thank you for having us.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right, so I just want to get into with Alan. Alan, I want you to kind of like address the audience a little bit and just tell them just a little bit about yourself. Not that they don't know, but some may not know, but just tell them a little bit about yourself.
What, growing up or now?
Now. We want to hear the now.
Oh yeah. So this past year I opted out. I didn't play with the Dolphins because, I got a newborn on the way. So that's pretty much consuming my life right now. Just getting all the baby things and getting prepared for him. I feel like that's what I need to focus in on, and, dealing with COVID and everything like that, I didn't feel like that was best for my situation.
Awesome. Guys, did you see Alan smile when he spoke about his baby coming? That smile is like priceless, guys. All right, we're going to go ahead and go Jailynn. Jailynn is a 3-timer. This is her 3rd time on the show. Jailynn, just give us a little snippet about you.
All right. Hi, my name is Jailynn. I'm a recent high school graduate from Pedro Menendez High School. I am now at the University of South Florida. I'm majoring in cell and molecular biology with hopes of minoring in public health. And yeah, I'm excited for today's live session and look forward to asking lots of questions.
Awesome. Thank you, Jailynn. Deandre, can you give us a little snippet about yourself? This is your 2nd time on the show.
My name is Deandre Spencer. I currently attend Clayton State University under a theater major, and I'm a dancer. So I do that on the side, and I plan to make it big, and that's really it.
All right. I'm gonna touch and agree with you on that. He will make it big. I tell you to start speaking those things as though they were. All right, as though they are. And then we have Derrick Hall Jr., which is my little cousin. Derrick, tell us a little snippet about yourself.
My name is Derrick. I'm a graduate from Miramar High School from Miami, Florida. I played football in high school, and now I attend Broward College, and I'm seeking to be a physical therapist.
Oh my goodness. So you could be my physical therapist, Derrick. Thank you. That is awesome. Guys, we have some awesome guests that's here on the show today. You are here live with Erica Wilson at It Had to Happen. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and speak to Alan on, ask him a couple of questions on what exactly is it like to become a father. Guys, my son is having a son. I mean, that sounds so good to me, right, Alan?
No doubt. No, it's definitely a blessing. Probably like, to be honest, like one of the most exciting times of my life. No matter what I experience with the NFL, it's something that you can't really explain. But I'm definitely excited and can't wait for him to get here for real.
Oh my gosh, I can tell that this baby Chase is gonna be so spoiled, guys. Like, I don't even. I mean, Alan says no to a certain degree. He said,
To a certain
but
extent,
Alan,
yeah.
do you think that if Chase get out of line, will you be chastising him by spanking him?
Yeah, it depends. It depends what he do. If it's something too serious, then yeah, you got to put some discipline to it. But as far as like any little thing, that's not gonna be me. I'm just, in most situations, I'm trying to think like what's best for him and what's gonna make him like grow as a kid or as a child, whatever it may be. So I don't think in most cases, spanking your kid, that's what it is for me. But if it's something that's very serious, then for sure.
Okay, that's what you say. Oh my goodness. Guys, we're gonna go back to Alan because we have Deandre that's live with us today, and he actually has to go to work. He has to clock in at six, well, at what, 5:55, because you don't want to be late. You start at six, but you don't want to be walking in there at six, right?
Yeah, if you're not early, you late.
Exactly. There you go. You said it best. Well, tell us what it is, now that you're in college now. Do you see that there's a big difference in high school and college as far as
Yeah,
work wise?
yeah,
Oh, you say,
definitely.
yeah?
The teachers really don't care as much. Like they just give you the work and either you do it or not. But like me, I always stay on top of my work. I make sure that's done before I do anything else. So it's not really a problem to me. I've always been like that.
Awesome, awesome. So I know are you on campus yet? No? I mean, not
Not,
campus.
huh?
You're not inside of the dorms or anything, right? You're doing it from home?
Yeah, I'm doing it from home right now. Sometimes I drive out to Clayton State and I take like my on campus classes, and then sometimes virtual from home. So
Oh, okay. And tell me
mm.
what it's like to be out there knowing that COVID is out there. What precautions are you taking to keep yourself safe?
Basically just back up, and 6 feet, then wear the
Hmm.
mask. I always wear my mask. I can't stand to see somebody without a mask. It just irks my soul because like why you want to make something happen when you could prevent it, like, but people out here are kind of ignorant, but I try to stay away from that. So yeah.
Okay, not that's just you wearing your mask. Are you using your sanitizer that we sent you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I always keep a little handheld sanitizer on me, always in my bag right now. Actually, wait,
Oh,
is it?
awesome.
Oh, it is.
So I heard you say earlier that we know that you're a dancer, but what made you go and get a job? What exactly is it something that you wanted to have, your own money? Like what exactly made you want to work doing, because I know college can be kind of strenuous at this time.
Hmm.
So what made you want to go out and get a job?
So basically, with that is my mother pays for college, and she can't pay for dance and college. So, well, she can, but I wanted to like take a little burden off of her. So I took it upon myself to get a job, and I pay for all my dance expenses. Like, I just auditioned for a company. I made the company. They have fees every month, and like,
Wow.
I have to pay those fees, and I want to get a job so I could pay them.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Aren't you an awesome son? Wow. But I didn't know about your audition and you made it. Huh. You
Yeah.
kept that a secret again. Told you
No,
on
it
the
was.
last show, don't be keeping secrets. Didn't I tell you that?
I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, but I posted it all over social media. I thought you would have probably seen it. My bad.
No, I actually get on and post now. I don't stay on as much as I used to.
Oh.
It was
Mm-hmm.
becoming a distraction. So I just get on, I post. I may go through a little bit and that's just it, but congratulations on your new job. I am so happy for you and your new
Thank you.
endeavors. But you just make sure that you excel in school. Don't let
Mm-hmm.
the grades drop. You better
Mm-hmm.
ask Alan about that. Education is number one. We spoke about that before. Is there anything that you would like to let our audience know about you?
um, not. I mean, I don't know.
You never know who's watching, Deandre.
If y'all need some dancers, backup dancers, paid gigs, Instagram trying to plug. Come see me. DMs are open, I guess. Yeah, that's about it.
And what is your handle for your social media?
Oh, my social media is at Charm the Plug, CharmDaplug, and Twitter, same thing, but with an underscore. And yeah, that's all my social medias. Yeah,
Okay, so have you made any new friends at school?
not really, no. Cause some of my friends from high school go to the same college as me, so I just talk to them. I'm really an introvert. I don't talk to a lot of people. Like, you got to talk to me first. I don't speak first.
Well, I tell you what, I guess Alan could relate to that,
Really?
right, Alan?
Yeah, that's me for sure.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So, Deandre, before we let you go, I want to
Hmm.
ask you, is there anything that you would like to ask Alan? Maybe he can leave you with a word of inspiration, or, what exactly, do you have any questions for Alan and on him becoming a new father, or maybe just his collegiate um, career, or maybe, his NFL career, anything that you would like to ask? I'm going to open up the floor and let you ask before we let
Um,
you go.
I was thinking like, how you like, you got the baby on the way, but you stop playing football. Like, are you gonna start back once like the baby gets secure, like with a babysitter, or you feel like you have to take it up and you got to raise the baby? It was just a concern. I was just thinking about it when you said it.
Yeah, so the main reason, it wasn't like primarily because the baby was on the way, because if it wasn't for COVID, I still would have played, but, dealing with that, I didn't feel like it was safe, because you interacting with a lot of people and things like that, so if it's still around next year, then I'm gonna have to go and have these questions to myself and make that decision again, but as far as like what I'm thinking now, hopefully the stuff is cleared up and, next year I'm able to get back down the field, but the positive that I look forward to about it, is that, I'm able to be around my son way more, when he's
Hmm.
first born and help out a lot, because, if I was playing, I'd be at the facility like all day. I won't have much time only when I come home at night, so it's a blessing in disguise for real,
Yeah.
that me not playing the season.
Hmm.
Wow. I mean, like I said, COVID has brought some bad, 2020 has brought some bad things, but it has also brought some good things. So,
Yeah.
guys, 2020 is definitely a wake up call. It's definitely, time to get things right because no one ever imagined something like this would happen. And then we got you guys who got stripped of all your senior activities due to COVID. I mean, I know that it's hard, and we're just so blessed that we're able to pour into you guys' lives. When we started the SOAR movement and you guys were chosen, I mean, you guys are on it. I'm telling you, you guys make it worth serving, and making us work. Our motto is help us help you. And you guys definitely help us do that. I'm telling you, DJ was a little nervous about getting on today with his handsome self, but we're just going to make him go ahead and feel comfortable, DJ. So, DJ, I don't know, you met Deandre and Jailynn in the group text, but I don't know if you ever put a face with the name. So, guys, we have our SOAR influencers. We have three of them: Jailynn, Youmas, Deandre Spencer, and Derrick Hall. They're phenomenal guys, and they're all in college now, soaring through college, and we just want to be there for you guys. And we just thank you for allowing us to be there, to pour into your lives. So now we're going to move on over to Derrick. And thank you, Deandre, for tuning in. You can stay until you have to clock in. We love seeing your face. But we're going to move on to DJ and see what DJ have to say. DJ, you have to unmute your phone, babe.
Towards Allen.
I'm sorry.
Toward
We want to
towards
know a little
Allen.
bit about you and your handsome self.
Oh, right now
What do you
I'm
got
10 in
going
Broward.
on?
No, I was not really. I was just on doing my studies, doing my classes, joining them every day. Pretty much the lifestyle. I'm still at home. Like I'm home most of the time.
So you ready to
I'm
go
not on
off to
campus.
school? You ready to go off to
Yes.
and live on? You ready to be on? You think you're ready to be on your own like that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then what about football? What are you gonna do as far as football?
Football wise, like yeah, not throwing in the towel, but everything it did for me. I mean, I'm grateful that I was able to play and stuff like that. And like, I mean, I was just finished with it for right now. I don't know what's in store for the future, but for right now,
Okay.
I'm finished with it.
And we want to say that Deandre asked Alan as far as what he would do as far as him babysitting. With when Chase comes, what he's gonna do about babysitting. So let's see what question you're gonna throw at Alan.
That was I had a similar question. I was like, is he gonna go back if Corona like clears up or whatever? And it's like that. Well, what else? I mean,
I don't know what question you want to ask your cousin.
no, that was it. That was like my main question. I was just asking. I was like, is he gonna get back on the field like after Corona?
Yeah, I am. So like I said, if everything clear next year, then I plan to for sure. But if not, then I don't think I'm ready to risk that. As far as going back or whatever. But even like just with you, bro, like if you ain't into football, like that's cool, bro. Like it's way more to life than just football. So like I applaud you
Right.
for like try to go in another direction. Because especially like us, we grew up like playing football forever. That's kind of become like everything we know, but it's cool with venturing out, trying to find other things, so I applaud you for that, for real, for real.
Good words, Alan. That was great words of advice. Wow. Guys, you are here live
Thank you.
today at It Had to Happen with Derrick Wilson. And I have the beautiful Jailynn Youmas, my son Alan Hurns, and my little cousin Derrick Hall. Deandre Spencer had to go into work, guys, but he was such a pleasure to have on the show. So, Deandre, if you're listening, thank you. Also, let me ask you, Alan, knowing that within probably a couple of weeks or so, right, you're getting ready to be a father. What are you doing to prepare yourself for that? Because I know during the time, like we text back and forth, and I asked Tab how she's doing and everything. So, and I hear Chase is just like giving her. I mean, he's just moving all around. When he hear his dad's voice, he's just all over the place. So, can you
Right.
imagine when he come, what he's gonna be like?
No, I can't, but I'm more than ready. He could come tomorrow, and I'm for sure ready. How I'm doing to like prepare. I'm reading baby books. Watching stuff on YouTube, like how to put down the stroller, all type of things. It's so much stuff. Like becoming a dad. And I know a lot of people say, you say you're ready now, but once you get here, you're gonna say like, oh, I wish I could get my sleep, but like right now, like I said, he could come tomorrow, and I'm ready for sure, for sure.
I know you are. Look at that smile, son. Oh my God. Do you guys see his smile? I mean, it is definitely priceless. He is definitely going to be a great dad. Alan is really great with kids. What do you think your brother is going to be like being an uncle? What do you think Inky's going to be like as an uncle?
I think he'll feel like he have a child as well. Because Inky he love kids too. And that's one thing I know. Whether you or Inky, y'all gonna treat my child like as if it's yours. So I know he gonna be too excited. Same for you. I know he gonna be. You say he'll be spoiled. That's mainly because of you. It ain't gonna be because of me.
Yeah, right. Me too, though. But you too. Don't go there. But do
Yeah.
you think Inky is going to be overprotective like he was of you?
Uh, no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. Nah, nah.
I don't. I don't think so.
Probably when he's young, but like probably growing up, like not as much. But when he's young, for sure.
Oh, awesome. But what if you? I was saying to myself, like, if my son was to have a daughter, oh my God, Jailynn. If Alan was to have a daughter, I will feel really, really bad for her. Like
Wow.
really, 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 really bad for her. But thank God it's a little boy,
Yeah,
right?
especially for the first one.
I can
Especially for the first
definitely
one.
understand that. I have quite a few. I have two uncles on my mother's side who are very protective, and then of course my father. So I understand that.
Oh my goodness. And guys, we have the beautiful Jailynn Youmas here with us today. She's actually a third timer. It's her third time being on the show. Thank you, Jailynn, for accepting the invitation.
Of
We're
course,
just going to open up the floor and let you tell us a little bit about yourself and go right on in if you have any questions for Alan.
Well, I told you a little bit like my background, where I am right now in college. I was in high school. I was involved in dance and numerous other activities, so I am keeping myself busy. I'm in the pursuit of medicine right now, so I'm taking lots of science classes and making sure that my science GPA is strong. For Alan, I would say not playing football this season, I'm sure was a major decision. It definitely was not minor. Did you face any opposition with family or friends or your peers when making that decision to not play this season?
Yeah, I talked to a lot of them. Just getting their feedback. Before I actually made a decision. And one thing about my family and friends, they always supportive. They know if I'm coming to them with something, it's something that I really thought about. It's something that means a lot to me. And once I made the decision, they was fully supportive of that. Even now to this day, one thing I can say and that I do appreciate, that I'm not playing. I still have my family and friends, still checking on to see how things are going, and I don't think that's the case with a lot of things, especially when someone become like a football player, people tend to check on you, like when you're playing football and things like that, but now that I'm not, I still get the love and the support, so that means a lot to me.
Absolutely. Any more things? I mean, any other thing you would like to, anything else you would like to ask Alan?
I'm sure. Another question would be, through your life, what is one lesson that you will teach your child? I believe that every parent has, I know like numerous life lessons, but what is one thing that you want to make sure that you impart into your son?
Mhm.
I'll probably say that it's okay to fail. No, just not putting too much pressure on yourself. That's how I'm gonna attack it as a parent as well. You're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna fail. And that's one thing I wanna like implement in him. It's okay. Though, don't feel like you walking on a hard surface where it's like you can't do anything wrong or you trying so hard not to do things wrong. Just make mistakes. And learn from them. That's the main thing. That I feel like, whether you do make a mistake or there is something you come across, that's a big opportunity to grow as a person, So that's one thing I feel like, that I'm gonna preach to him a lot.
Mm, good stuff. I always tell Alan Jailynn, I always tell him, I said, I wish I could be more like you, especially in that area, because I was so afraid of letting my kids fail. So he's kind of like, shed some light for me because that was one of the things as a parent, as a mother, I never want to see my children fail. And I know a lot of times where I was just talking with Alan not too long ago about the same thing. It's like when he had the injuries, I think I stressed more than he did. And Alan, you can attest to that, right?
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. We was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
having a
and
conversation the other day,
yeah.
and like I know like my mom like she cares so much about like my injuries and things like that. And I told her like probably like last week, I was like, Mom, like I think my injuries like affected you more than they affected me. Of course like I go through pain and things like that, but like mentally I feel like I was in a good place, and but that's just I guess I'm gonna see like how it is as a parent, but I feel like I was good in those situations, but of course like she's wondering like is he really good? Like I know he say he's good, but is he really good? So I'm excited to see how I'm gonna be. I can say it now, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I always tell them, I say, it takes for someone to be a parent to know that feeling. And I want to say hello to Princess. How are you? She just came on and said hello. Good day, woman of God. How are you? But Alan, one of the things I can say, yes, I did stress a lot about your injuries. And it was so much as, what can I do? Like, it's nothing I can do to make, ease his pain.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. It's like even when you had an injury in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
I was trying to jump on the field, Jailynn and Derrick.
Oh,
When I saw him go down, I wanted to just take off and go on the field, knowing that I couldn't, but I knew
Right.
that I had to get to him. And Alan knew too. Alan, what did you tell uh, the trainers, the doctor?
I told him to call my mom when I was in the paramedics headed to the hospital because I knew she was
Yeah,
going crazy.
yes, I'm telling you guys, I just needed to hear his voice because as soon as I got to him, the paramedics was pulling off and I just lost it. My brother was like, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get to him. I was like, no, I need to be in there with him. I really do. I mean, you just I don't know. It's just I don't how can I say it? It's just a
But
mother's love. And it takes you
once you got to me at the hospital, you seemed like I was good, though. You calmed down a lot.
exactly because I had to see for myself. I had to see that my son was good. And guys, here it is. I'm crying, I'm losing it and everything. And I get to the hospital. This dude is smiling and watching the game. Like nothing never happened.
Mhm.
So his strength is so amazing. Like, I mean, my kids has this strength they're just really strong individuals. And I can say, I like to tell people too, like going through things in life where you have a hardship, right? You come up and you hit a hard rock and you don't know which way to turn. So you basically the only thing you could do is drop down to your knees and ask God to help you because He's the only one that can help you. So I like to tell people like I don't kind of blame my struggle on anybody. I take full responsibility. But what I can say is I'm glad that it had to happen. I'm glad that it happened because it had to happen because it made us who we are today. My kids know that nothing is just given to you. The Bible says much is given, much too much. How it go? Too much is given, much is required. I mean, to whom is given, much is required. So at the end of the day, I knew that if someone would have came and bailed me out, then my kids would have got bailed out as well. And the thing about it is, we wouldn't have learned that lesson that we learned today to make us the strong individuals that we are today. So it's not that I wish I could have gave my kids everything, Jailynn and Derrick. I just really wish that I could have, but God didn't see fit for that to happen. You know, they may not had the things that they wanted, but they definitely had the things that they needed. So that's where I come from with this theme by it had to happen. So Alan, I'm saying that to say this. When you become a parent, then you will see maybe a daddy's love is different than a mother's love. We're so nurturing and we don't you scrape your knee and we're like, oh my God.
Right,
Like,
right, right.
you know what I'm saying? So dad be like, get yourself up. Don't you cry. You better get up. But once you become a parent, you will see not all of the things, but some of the things that I experienced with you and your brother. because
Right.
I'm telling you, being a parent is not easy, but it's such a blessing. Definitely to lay eyes on something that God has blessed you with. Oh my God, it's just, I mean, do y'all see the smile? You didn't smile like that when you made it to the NFL.
For real.
And
I
even when
told
you
you it's
got the
like a
next,
feeling.
when you got your contract, you didn't even smile like that. So this is
Yeah,
a
it's
different
nothing
glow. This
like it.
is a real glow up, right?
For real, for real. It's nothing like it. Nothing like it. And
Oh,
he ain't get here yet.
Oh my guys, and we had the baby shower a couple of weeks ago. And guys, look, I got my little cookie that says Chase. I brought it home. So we had the little cookies that said Chase. And then I have these cool M&Ms where Alan and Tap's picture is actually on here and it said it's the boy. I mean, guys, they
oh,
had some
that's
really cool
cool.
treats. It is, right? I mean, it's a picture of them. See, they got a picture of us at the baby shower. That's my family and I and Alan. My family came in from Georgia. That was the
Mhm.
highlight, guys. Let me just roll a little clip on them rolling up on the scene. That's Alan Friends and his godmother and his god sister. But we're gonna show a little clip when my family rolled up from Georgia. That was like the highlight of the baby shower. Isn't that cool?
That is all. You can feel the
Right.
love.
Yeah. I was sitting under the tent. As soon as I heard the horns, I say, "Oh, that's my family." I didn't know which one it was, but I knew that was some of my family. We actually missed my son, Inky Dow. He actually was the first one to come through with the horns, but they decorated the car. Tabitha, she was just in tears. Everybody was just in awe because it was really, really cool what they had did. I mean, guys, I'm just so excited to become a Bella. I'm not a grandma. I'm not a glamour. I'm a Bella. Okay? No glamour, no grandma. I'm Bella. Right, Jailynn?
Yeah, grandma.
I call you Glamma.
You call me what?
I said I call you Glamma, but now it's Bella. I know.
Yes, it's Bella. No glamour, no grandma. Please, guys. I
He
see
gonna
that
say grandma.
Princess Dior's, huh?
He gonna say grandma.
Alan. All right, champ. Okay, if he say grandma, I'm gonna tell him to call you Alan.
Oh,
No, 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 no. Look,
Exactly.
that
Put
that
that comment back up.
that gonna be his first word.
You really think that that's gonna be his first words? It's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
Bella, Bella.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Princess Dior said
Nah,
it's a small
that not
world.
for sure.
My son just said, "Mom, that's the player I met at Bailey's camp. They took Butter out to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings. LOL.
Oh
That was
yeah,
years
that was.
ago. Is that Butter from Carol
Mm-hmm.
City, Alan?
Nah, that's her son name. That's her son. That was
Oh,
the Allen Bailey camp.
oh my goodness! Wow, it's definitely a
Yeah.
small world. Look at that, Princess. Wow, definitely. So, Derrick, you're quiet over there. We want to hear from you because we know you're a little nervous. Just go ahead and shoot Alan another question.
I was gonna ask. I wanted to ask. Are you gonna? Is he gonna play football? You gonna encourage him to play football?
Yeah, I'm gonna return next year. If everything clear. You know,
No, he says
but
your
I for
son.
sure.
No, I said.
My, I hate my bad, bro. So that's tough. So with that situation, I'm not gonna like force it or even like, well, it's tough. All right. So I don't want him to, but if it's something like he's passionate about and that's what he really wanted to do, then I'm all for it, because I'm never gonna take like something that he's passionate about away from him, So if you want to play football, cool. But it's like I'm gonna try to expose him to like way more other things, and see what he get a passion for, and then run with that, But other than that, maybe flag, But as far as like football, I really don't want him to, But at the end of the day, it's like what he want, what he have a passion for, him pursuing his goals.
Mm, good stuff. But Derrick,
Yeah.
guess what? Let me tell you, when we were,
Wow.
I was asking Alan, what was going to be his son name, right? Alan is a third. So he was like, there's no way he
Hmm.
wanted the fourth. So they were going over some names and going over some names. And then he was like, Mom, I think we're going to go with Chase. But watch this. I'm going to give you a joke. So if he do go play football, I'm going to be, go Chase Hurns. You get it? Chase Hurns.
Oh, like yeah, the
Oh
sentence.
my God. Y'all slow. Come on.
Yeah, I get it like a sentence.
Yes, so that's just going to be his name, Chase Hurns. So go Chase Hurns. That was cute. But guys, you don't have to laugh. I'm going to laugh. Alan, do you think that's cute?
Yeah,
That's a
that
little
is
cute,
cute.
right?
You remember you told me that. Yeah. And with the
Oh my
name too,
God.
another thing with the name too, as far as like, cause we thought about naming him like my middle name, that's Bernard, and also like maybe Allen, But another thing I thought about too, I just didn't want him to feel like, he gotta carry behind my legacy and like try to play football. I want him to like have his own brand or like what he want to do. Of course, he got the last name for sure, But as far as the name thing, and I just wanted him to have his own thing, and be whatever he want to be.
Mm, that's good. That is really good. Guys,
Mhm.
you are here live today. It had to happen with Derrick Wilson, the beautiful Jailynn Ramsey. I did that last time. Jailynn Youmas,
All right.
also my little cousin Derrick Hall Jr., and my sunshine, Alan Hurns. I would have loved if my other son could have been on here for you guys to hear him say what it is to be an uncle. Well, getting ready to be an uncle. I think we have how many weeks left,
Right.
Alan?
It's eight
Is
weeks.
it 8?
Mm-hmm. Do
Oh my
October
goodness.
30.
Oh, we don't wanna Halloween baby. So guys, if I have any
Oh no,
prayer
not
warriors on here, we don't want Halloween baby.
anything but that.
No, no.
Anything but that.
Look, Carolyn talk about only a mama could come up with something like that. I guess she's talking about my joke.
Yes.
Good man.
But
Yeah.
that was just too cute. But yeah, guys, we don't want a Halloween baby. So due date is October 30th. Um,
Oh, wow.
exactly, right?
Right,
But the beauty of it all is he's gonna
right,
be a
right.
Scorpio like his dad. So would have been
Oh,
nice. Yeah,
I
would have been
mean,
nice if he could have held out till the 12th of November. But Tabitha say no way. She don't want to wait that long. I know they're what can't wait for the little guy to
right.
get here. Um, I can't. I mean, I'm just so happy to see my son with this huge smile on his face. Like I said, I he didn't do it when he made it to the NFL. He didn't do it when he got the second contract. Um, but he's doing it now that he's going to become a father. And guys, when I got that, I'm gonna tell you how he did it, guys. He shot me a text, Mom. So anytime that he just say, Mom, I say, oh boy, what's going on? So then I'm not gonna call you back. I mean, I'm not gonna text you back. I'm gonna call because I want to see what you got
Right.
to say. So when I got the news, I think I screamed to the top of my lungs. Kind of had
For
mixed feelings
real.
at first, but once I saw how happy he was and how, I mean, like I said, just the smile is just priceless what I'm seeing in my son. And just to see the joy of him putting things together. When I went down for the baby shower, to see Chase's room, guys, this room is just like I don't even know what to even call it, but it's just so well put together. Look at this
Right.
smile, dude. Can you smile like that for me? How about you, mommy?
Always, always,
But
always.
guys, I'm telling you, this room is awesome. Alan and Tab, they sat there and they put what did you put together, Alan?
You put
Basically by
everything, the
everything.
bed, the dresser, everything. As far as me, y'all know, like, well, nobody don't know, but I ain't handy. If I want something done, I'm calling somebody like, oh, hey, come do this, But It's our baby boy. We put it together ourselves. And I was home, especially like quarantine and stuff. Finding things to do like around the house, and it was perfect, man. And seeing it all put together and know you like we did it. It meant a lot. Just going up the stairs, like even before we go to our bed at night, just looking in that room. It's a beautiful feeling for real.
Oh my God, look at my baby, y'all. My baby's having the baby. That is definitely a beautiful thing, Alan, to see the smile on your face, baby. Champ. I don't want to call you baby on national live broadcast, but it is
I'm
definitely a
still your
good
baby.
thing to.
It's all good.
That's right. Now, y'all heard that. But it is so good to see the smile on his face. Like, it's priceless. Like I said, it is so priceless. And we're gonna go ahead. Enough about us. Jailynn, go ahead and shoot Alan some questions because I'm telling y'all, Jailynn done been here before, y'all. Alan, we talked about Jailynn before, right? Jailynn done been here before.
Yeah,
So
for
look at
sure.
Alan's face. He like, oh, what's coming? So go ahead, Jailynn.
Oh no, just nice questions. But how was your transition from collegiate football to the NFL?
It was real good. At first, it was tough, because I was undrafted, so I really had, when I say like work from the bottom up, it was like every day, like you're grinding, because, you wasn't a draft pick or you wasn't somebody that's like the highest paid, so you really have to prove yourself and that's each and every day, but even like besides football, it was a big transition for me, because it's your time like you're really on your own. You really got like responsibilities, and as far as for me, that was the biggest thing, like the responsibilities, because in college, I just had, I stayed on campus, you go get meals and things like that, but it was a time where, oh, okay, now I'm responsible, like paying my phone bill, paying for rent, and it's just stuff like that, that was my first time. First time getting a car was when I made it to the NFL, it's just certain things like that, but having a financial advisor, and their team, it helped me a lot with the transition, just going about things, getting things set up, and it was a big transition, though. It's something that going into it, you can't really say like, oh, I'm ready for, or it's a lot of things that you don't expect, like even like getting your first check and you seeing like things with taxes. It's just so much, that I didn't know, but that's the good thing about it too, Of course, I was like blindsided about a lot, but it was a thing where it's like, okay, I'm still growing as a person and like learning a lot of things. So like I'm kind of still in college because I'm learning things like taxes, like
Right.
credit cards, and like it's just like other stuff that you're learning. So it was a big transition.
Right.
So
Right.
Alan,
I
can
was
you say this is? I'm sorry, Jailynn. So Alan, can you say this is one of the things why we started SOAR?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Once my mom like came about this, it was like the greatest thing. Like, cause I know everybody already knows this, but like most things we do, we try to make it something where we can relate to, So, once you mentioned SOAR, I thought it was a great idea, because like far as for me going off to college, people may think like, oh, you still at home, like, but nah, I feel like going to Miami is like so different, and like it was so many things I didn't know, So I feel like, of course, I had like academic advisors that helped me a little, but like to the things that we can help out with, it was like phenomenal, because I know like how much my mom like how thought out it is, and like she always think about others, and I know how much like we can help people with this, because and it's so like that's the thing about like what we're doing with SOAR. It's okay not to know everything, and but as long as you open to like learning things, and just like expanding your horizon, like with a lot of things, especially going out to college, a lot of things going to be different. Like I said, when I went to college, it was very different. Even though I stayed in Miami, people, like I said, people think like, oh, it should have been an easy transition, but it's a lot. It's a lot, and so that's what we know with SOAR is something that we can relate to, and no matter what it is, so whether you're giving back to people, but it means a lot for like if you're helping someone from that person that you're helping, if they know that, you kind of went through the same situation and something that you can relate to. That's the same thing when we started out the organization, 88 Blessings for Single Moms. They knew my mom was a single mom. And, just something that you can relate to is something that you automatically connect with somebody. And whether it's somebody you see in the grocery store, y'all have a conversation, it's somebody you connect to, it's something that's really heartfelt.
Yes. Before we get back to you, Jailynn, I just want to say, Alan said he got his first car when he was in the league. I'm going to tell you, Alan didn't start driving until his senior year of college. So go ahead, Jailynn.
Wow.
Exactly. We're going to get to your question,
Right.
Mary's son, soon. But yeah, he had just started driving, when he was in his senior year of college. So,
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
I was a late bloomer when I started driving, but compared to you, not at all. Another question would be, in that transition, how did your relationships with other people change? Because I know that as we all grow and we all succeed, there's usually a different transition within our friend groups. So how was that shift for you?
It was very different. That's probably what was one of the biggest transitions for me, because, especially coming from, I went to Carib City, Carib City, it was a predominantly like Black school. And, that's pretty much who I dealt with, like from like school, like being around the neighborhoods and things like that, and going to UM where it was like very diverse and like you got to talk to a lot more people as far as for me, like growing up, even like when I was around family or whatever, I was always like to myself, and kind of being to
yep.
myself. But, going to it made you like step out like immediately, whether it's like someone that's a fan of you, they're happy you there, dealing with boosters, when you got to do autograph signing and things like that, it makes you like you have to talk to people, whether it's your academic advisor, tutors, whoever, so that was something that like was very different for me and probably was like one of the toughest things for me, but it also helped me grow like as a person, just having those conversations. But like before, like I said, I always be to myself. But and then as you get out, you start having more friends. It's cool though because it's like somebody that you like can't relate to or anything like that. They can like expose you to something different. In a good way. So and especially playing with on a football team, it is going to be a lot of people from different backgrounds and things like that. So it kind of helped me a lot. Especially like as a person, not even like on the field. But just getting exposed to other things, and dealing with certain people.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Jailynn, I just want to let you know, like, Alan has his same friends that he had in high school, middle school. So he has his same friends. He hasn't
Right.
changed. He just
Yeah,
made
for
some
sure.
new ones. And
For sure.
when he was speaking about making friends on the field, before we get to the questions, he was speaking about making friends on the field. It's so funny when he was here in Jacksonville. It was another receiver named Alan, right? So you have Alan
Right.
Robinson and then you have Alan Hurns. So I'm gonna let Alan tell y'all a story one day of how they found out that they had the exact same middle name. So you had Alan. Go ahead, Alan. You tell it.
Yeah, so it was me and Alan Robinson. We was at the post office, because in London they play in London every year, so we had to get our passports. So we were both sitting there, and the lady was like Alan, and we both like got up, and she was like Alan Bernard, and we both started walking to the thing, and I'm like, man, stop playing. He like, bro, like why you always playing? And then he was like, pull out your ID, and we both pulled out our IDs, and our both names was Alan Bernard, and yeah, it's crazy. And we both got like we both played the same position, and we both got to Jacksonville the same year. So like it was crazy. And as far as like that, it's like we still brothers to this day.
Amen. Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys, you are here live today at It Had to Happen with Derrick Wilson. This is our 13th episode, guys. We look forward to many, many, many more. We definitely have the beautiful Jailynn Youmas, who's a part of the SOAR movement, as well as Derrick Hall Jr. We did have Deandre Spencer on with us earlier, but as we all know, he had to go ahead and clock in for work. And then also we have my sunshine, Alan Hurns. Guys, we want to go ahead and open up the floor to any questions that you may have for any of our guests. Miss Money Favor Rose says, wow, connection. That's my girl from, I'm talking about elementary, middle school, high school. Yes. All right, Alan. Mary's son, Vince says, which is my good friend from elementary, middle school to high school. He say, how is the journey of keeping your faith in the NFL where there is so many temptations? Mm.
That's a good question.
I think probably for me, yeah, that is. That is. I would say probably like the people around me, especially like my mom. She always implemented, just having faith and just being focused and not letting anything like take away from your focus. And like that's one thing I can say. That I didn't really let a lot of things like distract me or like take me away from like something I really wanted to do. So with the temptations, I wasn't someone that was like easy distracted, and I would probably say, of course, like I said, my family. Besides that, I would like to thank like my injuries a lot for like who I am as a person because I always think like they keep me like humble as a person. If anybody like they knows me, they know I don't carry myself like I'm a celebrity or things like that.
That's right.
And another thing I would probably say what plays a big part in that is like I don't like attention like at all like even to this
No,
day and my mom could probably tell you that like even like now like even like playing in the NFL I still don't like attention. Of course I know it comes with it and things like that. So all the things like the temptations and like the fake things that comes with it. I distanced myself from that. Even though like things are like social media like people probably say like wow I don't post like a lot and things like that. But as far as like for me, I always just like stayed in my way, just keep my faith, the people that close to me, just had that relationship with them and do the things I love that I like, not doing things for other people, and
that's
that's what
right.
it came down to, just stand true to who you are and just not letting anybody sway me in any direction, and that's when I was on the call with the source students. That's one thing I told them. Is just make sure you do what you want to do and not get like persuaded in a lot of directions. Because once you go off to college, you got a lot of people doing a lot of different things. And it's cool if it's something that you want to do, then I'm all for it. And if it's something that's going to benefit you, but I feel like the worst thing, well, not the worst thing, but one tough thing is like when people do things for others, it's just going to set them up for like a difficult time in life because you'll never truly be happy. And as far as with me, I never felt like I had that mindset. And that's why I always had, well, that's why I always got my peace and my happiness from because, I try to control what I can, and whatever else, I deal with it.
Guys, he telling you guys the truth. He's definitely telling you guys the truth. He loves saying, and I like to say, um, keep the main thing the main thing. you know. Shanita Miller say, my question is for DJ. DJ, why have you given up on a sport that you love so well and that you were good at?
I wouldn't say give up. I didn't give up on it, but as like with my recruiting process during high school, I mean, I wasn't highly recruited, well, and that's how that went. So it's not really give up. It's just like I seek other things. Like I know I like the medical field. I like taking care of people, and like for my mom, I seen when she went through her battle with cancer, how like the doctors and nurses took care of her so good, and I want to have that feeling towards people, like to take care of them and have the trust in them to make them feel better, being the physical
Mm,
therapists.
That's right.
awesome,
As
DJ.
well.
Awesome,
As well.
awesome. Now you said that you wasn't highly recruited. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
But think about your cousin. Your cousin wasn't drafted. It said,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. And God says, I'll make the last first and the first last. You know, Alan was delayed, but he wasn't denied. So if that's your passion, I mean, I'm not talking you back into going playing football because it's something that you have to want to do. You understand what I'm saying? What
Uh-huh.
I always like to tell my children is like what you want to do. It's not what I want you to do. You know, I never pushed football on them. That was something that they wanted to do, but it was a leverage for me because if you get out of line and you bring me home bad grades or you want to be bad, I'll take that away from you. So Alan can tell you that, you know. And I used to ask Alan all the time, like, Alan, what do you want to be when you grow up? Football player. Alan, what do you want to be? Football player. That's all he
Okay.
would say, you know. And sometimes I know that
Yeah.
parent pushes kids to play, but not knowing. And that's a whole nother show because I'm telling you guys, it's a whole lot that comes with this side of the world, especially when you enter in the NFL. You know, you lose a lot of people. You get a lot of fake love. I mean, the list goes on. You know, but one don't understand that I'm Erica Wilson, and I was Erica Wilson before Alan made it to the NFL. So Alan money is not my money. You understand? He chose to take care of his mom, and you know, thanks be unto God for that. But at the end of the day, I can't make Alan do anything. You understand? I
Uh-huh.
told my son, both of my sons, the only thing that I want from you guys is your high school diploma and a degree. That's it. So I cannot make Alan do anything. You understand? Nothing. You know, as far as when it comes to what he works so hard for. Because I don't get out there and play it down. I don't get up there early in the morning and go work out. I don't sacrifice my body. You understand? So how am I? I don't even feel like I'm entitled to his money. So if he said, Mom, you know, I don't want to take care of you from this day forward, it's nothing that I could do but be grateful for what he done already, for what God allowed him to do. You understand? Because sometimes God will block things, you know, from people so they can get the lesson. But Alan, I want you to go ahead and speak on that as far as like knowing basically like what on this side of the world, you know, like what is it like that you see that you can see when I speak on about the fake love and you know the hidden agendas. That's where I want to go with it. Alan, what can you say about that? The hidden agendas. That's it. All right, thank you, Holy Ghost.
Man, that's something that comes like left and right. You know, it's so many people with hidden agendas, and that's something that a lot of people don't see. You know, they all see like, yeah, we on TV. You know, they see what we make as far as the contracts and things like that. You know, and half the time, what people see that we make, we're not truly like making all of that. You know, but besides that, you know, it's just like some things were like when you make it to the league. A lot of things not genuine, you know, but one thing I can say, like the people closest to me, you know, it was genuine, you know, but it's a lot of people coming in with you about like a lot of things or want to like talk to you and tell you like what they're going through or just to try to get some money out of you or whatever it may be, you know, and that was something like a big transition for me, you know, just like making it into the NFL for real, you know, because, you know, yeah, like and most people know what I'm for, like friends, whatever. I was just growing up, like I was always just like, I'm on my phone or like just like to myself and like I don't really like get in
Yeah.
people's business, you know. And so once I made it to the NFL, like that's when I like people start hitting me up and like telling me like everything that's going on. And then at that point, it was like I'm glad I was in the right mindset, but like it wasn't even about like the people asking me for money. It's just like dang, like everybody come to me with like what their problems or like things like that, you know. So that's something that people don't see, man. You know, it's a lot that comes with football. It's the same thing with like tickets. You know, people don't understand like we have to pay for tickets, and
Thank you for
like
saying that,
the
son.
thing with like sometimes, yeah, like we got to pay for tickets, and
Yes,
they're not like $20 tickets,
exactly.
and what kind of put you in a dilemma is like I can't do it for. Let's say if I got like 75 family members, I can't do it for all 75. So like that's what becomes like a dilemma and people don't understand that. They think like, oh, you're in the NFL, like nah, like those tickets like add up and it's just things like that, you know, that people don't see. You know, like I said, they see yeah, you sign this contract, but they don't see like, oh, well, you got to wake up every morning and like invest. You know, you're going through injuries, like the recovery process. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's stuff like that, like that people don't see. And in order for like you got to understand, like people were like battling things like that and got to like perform at a high level, like on Sunday. Like no matter what you're going through, like what you hear, like you gotta you gotta battle that and like tune that out. And so like that's what I say for like far as and that's one thing I gotta say to you, DJ, like bro, like if it ain't your passion no more, like bro, don't do that. But if it's something like you really want to do, like I'm gonna give you my number, we gonna talk for sure. But like I said, if this is not something that you want to do, bro, like people don't understand, bro. Like, if it's not something that you're passionate about, it's not. I'm not gonna keep getting up at 6 o'clock working out for something that I don't love. It's not. I know that you don't love anymore, but it's something that's not your passion, you know. So even if there is people that's like, oh, like you should still do it, but because at the end of the day, like it's you, bro, that you gotta live with that decision. Like whether you waking up, like, and then that could lead you to like something way worse, like a mental thing, where it's like you're not truly happy, you know. So, and that's the thing with a life, you know, with life, you know, a lot of people will give like they ear or like how they feel about a situation, but when it comes down to, of course, you gotta respect like your people if they're coming with you, like you gotta expect that it's genuine and you know
Right.
probably try to take the good out of what they're saying, you know. But when it comes down to it, like you gotta live with that. Like it's just the same thing for like
Yeah.
with college. You know, one thing I love that my mom and my parents they didn't pressure me on going anywhere. And I just think about like if they was to pressure me, like if I so say if I wanted to go, I wanted to go to like Georgia and I went to Miami. If I went to Miami and I didn't like it, like I gotta live with that. Of course, like my parents, like yeah, they'll be like, oh, okay, make the most of it. But like each and every day, like you gotta live with that. So,
Yeah.
and so that's why I'm thankful that my parents was like that. Especially like my mom, she was always supportive. Like, okay, like this what you want to do? Like, all right, we rock it. So
That's
that's
it.
something that you gotta like self evaluate, DJ, and just like, bro, man, I'm gonna give you my number, bro. I'm talking too
Uh,
much to you, but
yeah.
yeah,
Alan, that's really good because even when it came to this situation, as far as you opting out this season, when I got that phone call, I said to you, no pressure, son. You know what I'm saying? You could play ball again. You can't get another
right, right.
life. So it was no pressure. So I had my son. I'm gonna ride to the
Hmm.
bus out with my son till the wheels fall off. I'm getting a little hood, y'all, but I will
Right.
ride with my children till the wheel fall off. So I told him, hey, it's a no brainer. It is what it is. But Jailynn and DJ, I have a question for you, but let me go to the audience and see what they're saying. Okay, Miss Money Favor Row. What would be your advice for those that desire to play NFL? So if someone
Say that
wanted
you bring
to,
it up again.
she was asking like if someone wanted to enter the NFL. Wait, go back to the question. Let me see. I thought it was good. What would be your advice for those that
Okay,
desire
what
to
would be?
play NFL in the NFL?
I'll probably say one thing I'll probably say it's going to take a lot of commitment and sacrifice. You know, like I said, it's not something that you could just say, "Oh, I want to do like one day." It's like you truly got to be committed, and that's not like one day out the week and things like that. You know, so if it's something that you truly want to do, you really got to live your life like that, and it's not just, "Oh, I go to practice and do things like that." You know, you got to take care of your body, and you got to do things as far as like taking care of yourself, whether it's eating, you know, hydrating, and things like that. So far as if it's something that you want to do, like be all in. The main thing I'll probably say is another thing too is you got to be committed. You know, one thing I always try to live my life based on, you know, whatever it is. I always say like give it your all and live with the results. You know, because there's going to be times that I do fail or something that don't go my way, but you know, if I know I gave my all during the process, you know, that I could live with that. You know, I could look myself in the mirror at night knowing that, I try the best that I can, and that's the thing with football. You'll come across a lot of bumps in the roads. There's going to be a lot of obstacles, and a lot, for real, for real. But once you committed on it, and like you got in your mind, like, oh, by any means, like I'm gonna make it happen. It's just that drive that each and every day, no matter what comes across your way, you ready to like tune that out and get back to something that you really focused on. So one thing I can say, like the main two things I will say is like commitment and sacrifice. Another thing with like sacrifice, like my mom, like anybody can say, like for us for me, I always knew I wanted to play football, so of course, like growing up in Miami, you see certain things like whether it's like drugs, like gun violence and things like that. But like I was never involved in that. Like yeah, I probably like around it, like probably like neighborhoods and things like that. But I never like wanted to get involved with that or try to act like I was like that or anything like that.
Right.
And so far as if you want to play football, be a ball player. You can't be like in both. Like you got to be truly committed. And it's not even like football, whether it's somebody want to be a doctor or whatever it may be. You got to be locked in on it. You can't be half in because you get half results.
That's it. That's it. Miss Monroe, she's a friend of mine, Alan, from back in the days. She also said, I remember you claiming it, living in Miramar. Claimed it, believing and receiving it. That's one thing I
Yeah.
know about my God. He's an awesome God. You ask for it, you better be ready for it. And like Alan always say, when you stay ready, you
No
don't have to
doubt.
get ready. But before we close, guys, we are here live
Yeah.
today. It had to happen with Derrick Wilson. If you would like to book or purchase my book, please do go to my website at www.ericawilsonih2h.com. I would love to hear from you. I would love to sit and speak with you. It don't always have to be about your journey, your pain, or your purpose. We could chop it up on anything, on any level. We would just love to sit and speak with you and, let, our viewers see, using my platform to help you get your word out, or maybe you have a business that you would like to put out there. I don't have a huge following, but I got God on my side, and I know that I can speak some things, and I know that I know how to get a prayer through. Let me put it like that. I know how to get a prayer through. So you guys, if you want, go ahead and go to my website to book, www.ericawilsonih2h.com. Follow my social media, guys. Guys, I also need to get 50 more subscribers. Come on, guys. You are coming on every Wednesday or Monday following us. Just go to my YouTube page. It had to happen with Derrick Wilson. 50 more subscribers. My beautiful Jailynn and Derrick and Alan is going to help me get there. They're going to spread the word. Click, like, and share. But most of all, subscribe. I need you guys. And my last question to Jailynn and Derrick, and then we're going to go let Alan close it out. Were there ever a time where you were afraid to fail your mother or your parents? Jailynn, Derrick. You have to turn your unmute your. There you go.
Yes. Yeah, I remember the time when like graduating high school. It's not that I didn't know what I wanted to do, but it was like I was just kind of in the middle of what I wanted to do, and it was like so frustrating because I want to be successful, and it's like I just didn't know at the time of what I wanted to do, but now I feel like I got it down pat and on what I want to do.
Good, good, good. I'm glad that you have it down packed now. All right, Jailynn, was there ever a time where you're afraid that you will let your parents down?
I don't think that there was ever a time that I was afraid of letting my parents down, but more so just myself, because my parents never had to apply pressure on me. I've always succeeded for the best and have tried to achieve the best. So I believe that failing myself was the biggest thing that has been a constant aspect of my life, is me making sure that I commit 100% into what I am doing, as to not fail myself or miss out on my dreams and goals, because I look back and say, what if I could have?
Awesome. Wow. That's good. I love that behind, I mean, your background. Can you tell us what your background say? I'm loving that. I didn't see the lady with the afro. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm loving it, Jailynn.
it says if you believe in yourself, everything is possible.
I know that's right. That is awesome. Where did you get that?
Amazon.
I like. And my producer here, guys, she sell these pretty earrings that I be wearing. Um, let me can you put up your page? Okay, here we go. For these beautiful earrings, I've been wearing for the last what 2 or 3 weeks or so. They come from I Wear Accessories on Facebook. If you guys can everywhere. Guys, I'm seeing the double here with these lights shining in my eyes. Follow everywhere accessories on Facebook. Her earrings are phenomenal. So, Jailynn, I'm sure that you will love these too. I had a couple of pair here sitting with me, and she bought some more over here. I'm telling you guys, these earrings are awesome. Please do solicit her business. She's my producer, Mishka Allen, and she is phenomenal. But, Alan, we're going to go ahead and knock it out the park with you. Were there ever a time where you felt like you may fail your parents or you was afraid of it was a secret that you were keeping?
Uh, I didn't feel like I was afraid of. There was nothing like that happened. That's how I live my life. Especially, I wrote some letter and well, I had a speech in college. Something I wrote about where it was like I had a fear of letting down my mom. And it wasn't something that I did or that I was keeping from her. It was just like how I live my life. Whatever it was. I knew like how much you invested into me and my brother. That like when you working like multiple jobs or trying to make it any means like doing what you got to do as far as being a parent, as far as like me, like how I was like going about life, it was always like paying my respect to you, just showing like, okay, I can be out here getting in trouble with my mom, like out here doing what she had to do. She had us young, but she's still able to provide and not doing everything we want, but like the things that we need and like some things that we wanted, he was able to get that too. So it was just like how I grew up, and even like now to this day, it's just never like want to like let down your parents or just like disrespect them. Where it's like they look at you and like, okay, like I didn't raise them that way. That's just like how I am. I think mo- mostly everybody I counted, that they could say that I was respectful. Probably everybody. I'm not gonna say mostly everybody, but not
Yeah.
everybody. But
And that's one of the things that I can pride myself in, and I pat myself on the back to hear that there's not one thing anybody can say about you bad out there, son. So you have definitely carried yourself very well. I know that you definitely a lover of God. You fear God. You're definitely in your word. We used to send scriptures backwards and forth. We need to start back
mhm.
getting on top of that. But guys, you are here live today. It had to happen with Erica Wilson. Alan has a clip, a documentary that he did at the University of Miami. It's called The Fear of Letting Down My Mother. But once I heard that clip, guys, I was in college myself, and I got the phone call and they told me they wanted to follow me to school because my son was doing this documentary on the fear of letting down his mother. And I'm like, I don't think that's possible. So, but okay, I'm gonna roll with it. So they followed me to school. Then we went back home and we did the clip. And just to watch the whole thing, it's on YouTube and it's called, I think, Alan Hurns, The Fear of Letting Down My Mom. But guys, mothers, fathers, parents, please let your kids know how proud you are of them. Because I had to, reassure them. Because I had to let Alan know there is nothing that you guys can do to let me down. Like I said, I'm going to ride with my kids till the wheel fall off. I love my children that God has loaned to me. And I just want to make sure that I am that parent, that mother that is there for my children. You know, like my son always tell me, sometimes we're gonna agree to disagree. I don't like that disagreeing, but hey, it comes. That's a part of life. There's some things that you just have to deal with. But like you said earlier, stay true to yourself, Jailynn and Derrick. Stay true to who you are and what it is that you want to do. Because when you make that decision, you're the one that has to deal with it for the rest of your life. You understand? So
Yes.
if you want, guys, I also too I wanna I think I saw Bobby Wilcox on here. I know her as Bobby Harris, but that's her maiden name. Guys, when I had Inky, she lived up the street from me, and I had my oldest son at home. And she actually came and followed the paramedics down. So she was one of the ones that witnessed me, giving birth to Daryl, which was a great thing. I had so many of my family members in the door just watching the whole thing, but to God be the glory. He's my miracle child. I love him beyond measures. Inky, if you're listening, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I thank God for you and your brother. Guys, we are here live today at It Had to Happen with Erica Wilson. Again, guys, if you would like to book, please do go to my website at www.ericawilson.h2h.com. Also, go to my YouTube page and subscribe if you can. It Had to Happen with Erica Wilson. That would do me my heart just great. And again, guys, thank you for taking out your time and joining us on today's show, on today's broadcast. Jailynn, would you like to leave the audience with anything?
Continue to stay safe and take precautions for not only yourself, but for those around you. I know that I'm definitely doing that with myself in college so that when I do return home to my family, I'm keeping them safe.
Good stuff. Thank you, Jailynn. Thank you so much. Derrick, would you like to leave the audience with anything?
Same as it was an honor to be on your show. I mean, I was nervous at first, but now I'm cool down. And I want to thank you for being on the show and for everybody that's watching to stay safe and yeah.
Thank you so much, Derrick. You did great. I don't know what you're nervous about, but you remind me so much of your cousin. Alan was the same way. He would run from the cameras. Even when he made it to Jacksonville, this reporter here, Chris Porter, he told me, he said, I remember a time Alan used to take off. He would run from the cameras. He didn't want to do any, he don't like the light. He don't like the limelight. That's just him. But guys, if God give it to you, use it. Use it. Because at the end of the day, your voice matters. There's somebody out there that's listening to you that you're helping. Okay? So Derrick, don't be scared. All right. And like Alan said, when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. All right, Alan. Is there anything you would like to leave our audience with on today?
I just like to say, the piggyback of what they say, continue to be safe and protect you and also your loved ones. Also, one thing I can say is, make sure, you're reaching out to the people that you love, or even if it's just a friend or whatever it may be. I think during this time, a lot of people are going through a lot of things. So whether it's just a text, I think a lot of people appreciate that. And as far as for me, I'm able to like talk to way more people now. Because I'm not like at practice all day. So far as I got more time and like I can reach out to like more people now. So that's something that I wasn't able to do, and I'm thankful for now. That I didn't play this season. Of course, like I said, as blessing in disguise. We're not playing, and that's one of them. As far as, and so that's all I want to leave for everybody. Just continue to check on your loved ones, man. Because right now it's a lot of crazy things going on. But at the end of the day, we got to make sure each other straight. Because if we don't, it's easy for someone to get in that sunken hole, whether it's like something that they bottling in, and just talking to people, man. It's even like being on the show, some people like talk about things that they normally won't or whatever it may be, So, I mean, just continue like to get out of your comfort zone. That's one thing I can say. Get out of your comfort zone. Cause as far as for me, growing up, I was always like in my comfort zone, like not talking to people,
Yes.
just doing what I love, and it got time like later on, like probably like a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe more like this year, it's just like venturing out, exploring more things, and just having conversations or picking up a new hobby or whatever it may be. Just like get out of your comfort zone and It's just not doing like what you used to. You know, yeah, no matter how old you is, you can continue to grow as a person.
That's right. That's right. Good stuff, son. I taught you well. Woo, good stuff. I love it. Thank you all for tuning in today with It Had to Happen with your girl, Erica Wilson, my 13th episode. I look forward to many, many, many more. And guys, Jailynn and Derrick and Alan, thank you so much for sharing your time and, asking Alan the questions that, you may have had, getting some insight on a lot of things. There was definitely a lot of nuggets that was dropped here today. Definitely. So I pray that the audience they take something away from this broadcast and learn from it and apply it. Again, Alan, yes, he was definitely one of those people that didn't like to talk. He would talk to you if you talk to him. If you ask him a question, he's only going to answer that question. If you ask him something about somebody else, there's not one person going to tell you that Alex snitched on them. I'm going to tell you like that. Because if it's something that you want to know, he's going to be like, I don't know. Go ask that person. That's some good stuff. That is some good stuff, But again, guys, I thank my producer. She did a phenomenal job. Mishka Allen, guys, go to her page again. And please get the beautiful earrings. I'm not sure of the cost, but please follow her page. Follow Everywhere Accessories on Facebook. The earrings are only $5, guys. Come on. Go ahead. Solicit her business. She's phenomenal. The earrings, I'm telling you, I'm just loving them. I think I'm on my second pair, and I have a couple more pair that I ordered from her. But again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our broadcast that It Had to Happen with Erica Wilson. My co-host, Tara J, is in absence today, but she will return soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Until next time. Oh, I forgot to mention, please do go to our website at www.88blessings.org to see what we have coming up. We're always busy trying to get out in the community when we can. Once COVID passed, guys, we will be able to get together and have our seniors night. But until then, smooches. See you guys on Monday.
Erica's Empowering Empire. 88 Blessings SOAR movement. It had to happen in a beauty so rare. We'd love for you to join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. It Had to Happen with Erica Wilson. Following our social media.